Welcome to the inaugural launch of the Coach Reggie channel. I'm your host, Coach Reggie. The music that you hear in the background is an exclusive by my son RJ. He started his own company called It's Me J. It's Me J Productions, and what that primarily does is he does samples for Christian music. So if there's any Christian artists out there that may be interested in this thing, Christian samples or sample beats for their music, hey, please hit us up. Before I start, I want to have a few house cleaning items to address. Hit the like button, subscribe, and all that other cool stuff. Special shout outs to Savvy Custom Gifts. If you're looking for promotional items or promotional products or gifts, check us out at Savvy Custom Gifts. We are in Marcus Hook, PA. We do a plethora of different things. For example, if you know anybody who is looking for anything for, say, Nurses Appreciation Day, and I know that the nurses right now are swamped, and the nurses right now could use a pick-me-up. Well, Nurses Appreciation Day is in May, so stop by, pick up something for Nurses Appreciation Day. For that nurse in your life, or that nurse who's helped you out, or that nurse who's helped one of your family members out. Our number here is 855-642-4438. That is 855-642-4438. Again, Savvy Custom Gifts. Also, another special shout out to Conquer Music. Conquer Music is a Christian music app, tantamount to Spotify. They do Christian music, Christian artists from any genre, hip hop, jazz, country, traditional gospel. If you're interested in any kind of music such as that, go check out that app. It's magnificent. That is Conquer Music. That's CONQER Music. Once again, the U is left out. CONQER Music. Conquer Music. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to address the certain situations that are going on in the environment. I want to say environment because I don't want to bring life to this situation any more than it already is. So I'm going to use words like environment and situation. So more than just this epidemic, it's more of an epidemic. It's more about the threat of normalcy. Just realize that we've been through certain situations and certain crises like this previously in our history, whether it's American history or beyond history, and we've always figured out a way out of it. We always found a cure. We always moved forward, and we always evolved. Things evolve just like the situations or conditions or the crisis. We evolve as well. So keep that in mind. And again, it's been years. We've been through this for almost every generation that has had their situation similar to this, and either we contained it or cured it. So I'm not gonna bend your ear up with statistics, but just do your research, do your due diligence, and find out about the other situations we've had in the past that we have worked through. And I'm just speaking from the spirit today, so just continue to bear with me. I get it, and I think of, like the old scripture says, I believe it's Ecclesiastes 9:4. 9th chapter, 4th verse, which says, as long as there's life, there's hope. As long as there's life, there's hope. A living dog is better than a dead lion. As long as there's life, there is hope. So continue with that mindset. And as you can start to think about, and especially business owners and business professionals, as you start to think about the situation, let's also think about ways of evolving to better situations, or to another situation. It's just like with the profession of construction, or the profession of being a contractor or tradesperson. 30, 40, 50 years ago, you didn't hear of a plumbing or a lead remediation person, but we have them. You didn't hear about a asbestos remediation person, but you have them now. You didn't hear about mold remediation or a mold remediation specialist, but you have them now. So with every circumstance, every situation, new opportunities, new positions, new jobs have evolved. And I just think that there's going to be some more things that evolve as we go through. And I just see in the next year to 10 years, several different positions and several different professions going to evolve. For example, real estate and IT. You're going to need, in these old houses, you're going to need people who do the cable. You may not, in location may not be as imperative, because people usually go because of the school district. But if your child is at home, like my son is, he goes to cyber school. The neighborhood may not be as significant as a pull, rather than whether or not the house has Wi-Fi or the house is built for a home office. The construction and trades, like I said before, they will evolve. They will continue. You're going to see mold remediation and stucco remediation. I've seen stucco remediation. So no telling what else that is going to evolve out of the contract and trade positions. Herbal and natural remedy specialists, those who help work with immune health. That is going to be something that's going to evolve, because people are going to may take this, or more people are going to take this seriously, and then decide to build their immune health for the next wave of whatever that comes, or the next wave of situations, or crisis that may come. So you're building up your immune system. Immune health is going to be important, along with herbal specialists, nutritionists. That's going to be something that's going to evolve and to be a business opportunity, a greater business opportunity. Cleaning companies, cleaning supplies. Along with the advancement of certain situations, certain illnesses, you're going to start now seeing chemicals or things that to counteract different viruses, different situations. So what I'm seeing is that you see cleaning and companies and supply companies, and also movers. People going to need to, get rid of a lot of clutter. Clutter may cause some things to grow, so you're going to see more moving companies, moving waste out, and waste management companies going to be big. And I know, before I go any further, just continue to hit the like button, subscribe. And also, people may say, well, what do you know about all of this, and where you come up with all these ideas? I have a bachelor's degree in business from Penn State University. I have a master's of science with a business concentration from Wilmington University. I spent 7 years as a business analyst doing statistics and reporting for sales groups, and for a company that's may not exist anymore, but I was the main person doing the business analysis and sales analysis for sales, our sales force, not only locally but globally. I could pinpoint a reef. I can go from region to state, from state to office, from office to manager to associate manager to pinpointing the actual salesperson. So I was able to do all of that on different systems, and using different systems, computer systems, SSPS and Dyad, and Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Access, and a lot of different software packages I used along with that in order to come up with data analysis. And then I had a manager who hooked me on to Pareto analysis, which goes into the 80-20 theory of 80% of the issues can be resolved with 20% of the effort, or something to that effect. But I think I'll do a topic on Pareto analysis and other things at a later time. So let's table that. But getting back to, since I understand a fraction of my credentials, not including that I'm a published writer and I actually ran youth football programs and did all other kind of stuff. So going back to the different occupational trends that I see, I stopped at movers. Now, I think online physicians, remember back in the day when people had, some people may be too young to remember, but there used to be doctors who did house calls. So, but what I see is people doing house calls via the internet and via Wi-Fi. There may be issues with patient confidentiality, but I think they will iron that out to the point that it will be something that is going to be a trend that we're going to see happen within the next on a larger level. I know it happens now, but on a larger level, in the next 1 to 10 years, I see that as something big. It takes all the extra work that physicians would have to do, and they can see more people in a day that way. So that's online physicians. Trucking and distribution. People are going to need trucking and distribution. Yeah, I know that there's Uber and Uber Eats and Postmates and things like that, but I see the distribution on a bigger level, greater level. So, trucking and distribution, online teaching. As I said before, online teaching is going to be something that is going to be done. The traditional brick and mortar schools will still exist, but I think that the brick and mortar schools, especially colleges, is going to still exist because you got a lot of money. But I think that also you're going to see more of a virtual presence in online education. Of course, Wi-Fi and cable technicians, they're going to be the ones that go in and build these 8 by 8 small house offices, home offices. They're going to be the ones going through these old houses. Like my house is almost 100 years old. Well, it is 100 years old. It still has the little gaslight fixtures on it. It's so old. But you're going to see people with Wi-Fi skills coming in through these old neighborhoods and putting Wi-Fi into these people's houses. Fiber optics and all of that good stuff going to be in these old neighborhoods more sooner than later, because people are not going to be buying houses based on neighborhood. I'm not going to say not buy houses based on neighborhoods, but there's also going to be an incentive to put in Wi-Fi, I think. So you're going to have people who buy houses based on neighborhoods, but there's going to be a bigger incentive for people to have Wi-Fi access to have their home offices, and for their kids to work out of the house or go to school from the house. That's going to be a great option. Also, I see pet companionship services. I think that's going to be something that's going to be trendy, because people are going to be by themselves home and doing the home office thing, and sometimes it can be kind of lonely by yourself. So you're going to need a pet, pet to help you with companionship and to be there and one thing about pets and animals, they're not judgmental. You won't hear them bickering at you, not saying you are you have issues. Uh, Pets take care of you and look up to you, and they're there for you. And also, what I'm going to notice is that with pets are also good at identifying, different health conditions. I've seen stories of pets that um, can detect cancer in people. I see pets that can. I've heard of stories of pets that can detect when somebody's about to have a seizure or about to have a heart issue or having heart issues. So I think that's going to be imperative nowadays as people start working alone, to have that on your breaks and on your downtime, to have that pet companion. So that's pretty much it for my brief synopsis of things as far as the threat to normalcy and how we will evolve. To me, there's no such thing as normalcy, because things change. We go from phone booths to cell phones. You don't see phone booths anymore. We have cell phones, and we can pretty much conduct most of our business on cell phones. And now watches. Check that out. Watches. So just remember, just stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. I know the people that have a lot of doom and gloom, but continue to stay encouraged and continue to push and figure out witty ideas and ways to evolve your business. Never think of dissolving, but evolving. So with that being said, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. I know this is the inaugural one, but I may be having more coming down the pipeline. So take care. Have a good day or good evening wherever you are in the